Hello students. So this is our last topic. We are going to cover this in module, that is separating a solid from a solution. For example, you dissolved a salt or a sugar in a water. Can you again separate that sugar from that dissolved water, that solution of sugar and water? Yes, there are some methods which gives us the capability to separate these mixtures. Likewise, by evaporation, a solid can be separated from the water. Solid dissolved in water can be separated by completely evaporating the water. Like by how we can evaporate the water? By providing the heat. And the solid is left behind as a residue. So, if you see the sea water, have you tasted that sea water is always salty because it has a lot of salt in it that is dissolved in it. So how we obtain the salt from the sea water? We put them in a the salt you put the salt you obtain from the sea water is by collecting the sea water in a ponds or a shallow ponds and letting that water evaporate in the heat of the sun. The salt is left behind, which is used as a common salt in our houses. Okay, and the another process for separating a solid from a solution is crystallization. Suppose if we look a sugar grain or a salt grain through a magnifying glass, a basic shape is seen, a shape of a cube you can say, and these cubic structures of sugar are called crystals. So in a crystal, atoms and molecules are arranged in a regular pattern. All the you can see all the grains have a same specific crystal type shape. So all these are arranged in a regular pattern, and crystals of common substances such as salt or alum, you can say fitkari in our normal language, form a solution of these substances in water by a process called crystallization.
The process of separating a pure substance in the form of crystals from its hot saturated solution by cooling is called crystallization. You might have observed your mother at home preparing sugar syrup for making sweets. Allow the sugar syrup to cool. Fine particles of sugar separate from the syrup. These fine particles are called crystals, which have some definite geometric shape and are formed by natural processes.
Solution of copper sulfate and copper sulfate. First, we will make a supersaturated solution of copper sulfate. Light the spirit lamp. Place the copper sulfate solution on the burner. Heat the mixture. Now keep on adding copper sulfate till no more salt is dissolved. Fasten a thread on a support and suspend it in an empty glass. This thread will act as a nucleation center in the container. Now remove the solution from the burner. Pour the solution in the glass. Leave the glass aside for a few days. We see salt crystals formed on the string.